So if we're going to get into a debate here today, it's going to get very interesting and very fun. So, yeah, I understand. So I'll be more than happy to have a debate with you anytime you like, Guy, because somebody like you who doesn't know a damn thing about what you're talking about except to stand up and show off when the cameras are here. I've been here when the cameras aren't here, buddy, and done the work. I've been here when the cameras weren't here and did the work. So...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, some might call that Christie being Christie, but it's really getting old and tired, and he's a bully. He really is a bully. And, you know, New Jersey has this law in effect that punishes high school student athletes if a referee or an umpire thinks they heard a derogatory comment. Welcome to Gimme 5. This guy is totally out of control, and if he thinks that's going to make him president of the United States, he's got a very another think coming. All right, so he's in Belmar, New Jersey, hard hit by Hurricane Sandy on the 2-year anniversary of Sandy. Wasn't a hurricane, by the way, superstorm. And there are still hundreds of people without homes. So this guy, who happened to be a former councilman from Asbury Park, New Jersey, holds up a sign and says, hey, there's a lot of us still waiting to see the money to get our homes fixed. And that's how this guy reacts. The man who criticizes Washington for being broken and people can't work together. Here's more.
I'm glad you had your day to show off, but we're the ones who are here to actually do the work. So turn around, get your 15 minutes of fame, and then maybe take your jacket off, roll up your sleeves, and do something for the people of this state.
So, more.
Now listen, everybody. Yep. Good. And there's been 23 months since then when all you've been doing is flapping your mouth and not doing anything. So listen, you want to have the conversation later, I'm happy to have it, buddy. But until that time, sit down and shut up.
He's a real jerk. There's really no other way to say it. He's really a jerk. He's in love with himself, and he thinks this is cool, and he thinks he could get away with it. Where if a kid is believed to have said something playing high school ball in New Jersey, believed to have said something wrong, derogatory, offensive, they could have their name sent to the state's attorney general's office. That's right. So, but he could do whatever the heck he wants. Now, here's one more.
Yeah, anytime you like, buddy. Anytime you like. It's wonderful, absolutely, yeah. I'll tell you, there's about 1,000 things I'll do tonight. Going to dinner with you is about number 1,001.
Oh, poor Governor Christie can't work together with people. Now, he was on Saturday Night Live 3 weeks after Hurricane Sandy and made a jackass of himself, where people died in New Jersey. Scores of people died. This is what he said.
I'd like to thank the Red Cross and first responders. I'd also like to give a special thanks to my lovely wife, Mary Pat Christie, who's here tonight, who put up with a husband who has smelled like a wet fleece for the past 3 weeks.
You have been wearing that fleece a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's basically fused to my skin at this point.
But I have seen you wearing suits.
Oh, yeah, but I wear them over the fleece. I'm going to die in this fleece. but that's okay. It's a good fleece.
All right. I mean, people died in New Jersey just a couple of weeks prior. And this moron goes on and says that, and then it gets worse. Then he quotes from a Bruce Springsteen song because he's in love with Bruce Springsteen. Watch.
If I may conclude perhaps with a line from a famous New Jersey poet, everything dies, baby. That's a fact. But everything that dies one day comes back. Put your makeup on. Fix your hair up pretty. And meet me tonight in Atlantic City.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Bruce Springsteen?
That's right, Seth.
I don't know if I'd call him a poet.
You're right. He's more of a saint.
He's more of a saint. How do you sit there and say everything dies, baby? That's a fact. But everything that dies one day comes back when scores of people in your state just died. You have to be a moron. You have to be in love with yourself. You have to be a little off. And Chris Christie thinks that this is funny and telling people to sit down and shut up and blah, blah, and I don't give a damn. It's not going to fly. That's not going to have mass appeal. So keep it up, because you shouldn't be president. You're not a real Republican anyway. Your Newsmax Now update is next.